Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos versus Jalen Hurts and the Tennessee Titans.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
And off we go from Denver. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Number 34, Darwin.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
On the coverage.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to find Shaheen here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They keep it with Henry on first down. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 22 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Tennessee.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Second down and 7.
J. Hill on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At
Derrick Henry.
15-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick is good. Makes the score Titans 3, Broncos nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
At their own 27-yard line.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken,
does.
correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
From midfield, here's Garoppolo.
50-yard line.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
3.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there.
26.
And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want...
Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Garoppolo sacked.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Broncos 7.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This is Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Adrian Phillips on the
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Henry, the ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Henry.
Derrick Henry on
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Henry. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jalen Hurts with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pick.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got it complete to Thompson. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he's going to keep it here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and 10, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their time as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Evans. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
throwing is Hurts. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings
Hurts.
3rd down.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and
so 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll begin in the state of Texas. An AFC South matchup between Jacksonville and Houston. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Christian McCaffrey well on his way to a 100-yard afternoon. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Terry McLaurin, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah. And you know how superstitious these guys can be.
There's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Henry. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Tennessee.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And down to the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Broncos.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a handoff to Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Jalen Hurts. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver's offense ready to go again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, Thompson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Titans.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Henry, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. They find some open field here. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A 1st down carry for Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 6-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. 49 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll look to run with Evans. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Darrington Evans. His first touchdown on the year. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown run from Darrington Evans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
For Darwin Thompson, incomplete. Coverage on the play by...
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Garoppolo. And James has it. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Darwin Thompson, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And We've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 19-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 3-yard line.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
The 9-yard line.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
They begin with Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Derrick Henry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.